طلاب العربية طالبات العربية أهلا وسهلا بكم مرة أخرى في درس جديد من دروس المنحة. درسنا اليوم الدرس 42 وهو الأمر والنهي imperative and prohibitive. Prohibitive يعني negative imperative when you tell people not to do something. تذكروا يا طلابي مرة أخرى المستوى الصرفي للفعل when we talked about the morphology of the verb and we talked about التصريف the conjugation الأزمنة tenses الأمر والنهي اكتب is a very important rubric of the conjugation of the verb. النهي, let's begin by the prohibitive because it's clearer and simpler to deal with. So in this case you put لا plus المضارع المجزومي. لا مع المضارع المجزومي. مثال لا تعمل كل الوقت. So in this case we say do not work at all times. لا تعمل. لا plus المجزوم. الأمر يمكن أن يكون الأمر مباشرا أو غير مباشر. يعني direct or indirect command. الأمر غير المباشر. The indirect command in Arabic is obtained by the use of li or فل مع المضارع المجزومي. So basically that's all you need to do. So let's take an example with li. لنتناول الغداء معا يوم الجمعة. Now this سكون would turn into a كسرة normally, but we kept it so that you can, see it. لنتناول. Let's have, lunch together on Friday. المثال لفل, when do we use فل? The fa here requires a context. And so أشعر بجوع شديد. I feel very hungry. فلنتناول الغداء معا في مطعم قريب. So let's have lunch together in a restaurant nearby. So that's the li and fal. Now الأمر المباشر. How do we get the direct command? هو مبني على المضارع المجزوم. Actually it's built on المضارع المجزوم. So a good command of المضارع المجزوم would help us very much in being able to also control الأمر and its conjugation. So look at this example to illustrate the point that I'm making. So with أنت, المجزوم from استعمل is تستعمل. So what we do is we take that ta, that prefix. What do we end up with? استعمل. Like in Arabic we said that you cannot start a word with a sukun. So in this case you have to add something. What's added here is I, استعمل. So once again, you take al-majzoom, you take the prefix out. If you have a sukun, you have to add something. Some cases you don't end up with a sukun here. Look at this example. أنت تتعامل. We took the prefix, but we have تعامل. So تعامل would actually act as the imperative. يعني you deal with. إدخال الحركات على الأمر. So how do we know now, after we know that we have to add something in the beginning, how do we know which vowel is the correct vowel? هو موقوف على حركة عين الفعل في المضارع. It really depends on the vowel that's carried by the عين of the verb in the present tense. Look, so we'll see the examples here. Let's take the verb خرج. خرج يخرج. So خرج has a ضمة on its عين in المضارع. This ضمة is very important. So let's take أنت again. أنت المجزوم تخرج. We take the ta out. خرج. So we have a ضمة here. We have to add something because of the sukun in the beginning. أخرج. Why a ضمة? Because there is a ضمة on the عين here. أخرج. جلس, the second example. جلس يجلس. We have a كسرة in المضارع. أنت اجلس. كسرة, سكون. We have to add something because of that sukun. What do we add? اجلس. كسرة, كسرة. اجلس. ذهب. يذهب. So ذهب, يذهب. We have a فتحة on the عين of the verb. أنت تذهب. Take the ta out. ذهب. We have a فتحة here. However, we cannot put a فتحة here. We say اذهب. So why this kasra, and why are we repeating what we did in ijlis? It's here in this remark. الفتحة مقصورة على وزن أفعال. So the form أفعل of the verb has taken this fatha, and so it's not available actually for the form فعل to use. And notice the difference in between these two verbs. أخرج, أخرج. This is on the أفعل form. This is on فعل. This means leave, exit, and this means take out something. أخرج. تصريف الأمر. Now, look at the conjugation table that we have, and obviously it's going to happen with second pronouns. الضمير المخاطب أنت أنت أنتما أنتم وأنتن. So أخرج, أخرجي, أخرجا, أخرجوا, أخرجنا. اجلس, اجلسي, اجلسا, اجلسوا, اجلسنا. اذهب, اذهبي, اذهبا, اذهبوا, اذهبنا. توكيد الأمر والنهي بالنون. So we can actually be really emphatic in imperative to, add emphasis to what we're saying by adding a noon at the end. There are two types of this noon, but maybe it's a subject that we can get into at some other point. A lighter noon and a noon that has a shad. But we've taken a beautiful line of poetry from Al-Mutanabbi, and to illustrate this example. It says, إذا رأيت نيوب الليث بارزة فلا تظنن أن الليث يبتسم. So تظنن, there's that extra noon here, basically that emphasizes what the line is saying. If you see the fangs of a lion, do not think that the lion is smiling. اطلبن العلم. Search for knowledge. And by adding the noon here, we're making actually the imperative more emphatic. ملاحظة ثقافية وهي آخر ملاحظة الأمر والنهي في الجملة الشرطية. Sometimes الأمر والنهي is used in a جملة شرطية, in conditional sentences, because it makes it, smoother and lighter and more appropriate and less direct. So, سافر تجد عوضا عمن تفارقه وانصب فإن لذيذ العيش في النصب. إني رأيت وقوف الماء يفسده إن ساح طاب وإن لم يجري لم يطب. هذا للإمام الشافعي. The two lines say سافر, that's our imperative, right? Travel, and you shall find replacements for those you love or those you left behind. وانصب, work hard, فإن لذيذ العيش في النصب, for the pleasure of life is in toiling and in hard work. إني رأيت, I saw that the stagnation of water spoils it, and if it runs, it becomes sweet, and if it doesn't run, it is not. So that's الإمام الشافعي. شكرا جزيلا على انتباهكم، ونراكم إن شاء الله في الدرس القادم.